Good evening, everyone, and how are you doing? Welcome to the Midnight Ride. Not this one, although I might want to get up in the air there to find a little bit cooler. No, it's the Midnight Ride of Grayman Prepping, and how is everyone doing out there? Let me hop up here to the comments and make sure I caught everybody. And okay, all right, back to the top. I think I got everybody. So Chef Tech was first, Walt was second. Prepper for the Ages was third. Troop 1351 was fourth. Then Mark with Magic Acres was fifth. And went on from there. Okay. Docking temperatures. Yeah, it's getting hot around parts of the country. And I saw several things talking about a heat wave from Arizona to Maine coming up within the next 7 days. Yeah, here's Mark.
Hello.
Yeah, so guys, there's supposed to be a heat wave coming across. And some of your areas out there still getting rain and stuff. It may dry up here on you.
Actually, Suzanne Goulet was first. Her building flooded. That's why my first comment was like, "I'm so sorry."
Okay, she was not. Her thing was gone.
Yeah, I know it was, but I saw because I was like 3 hours early.
Yeah.
But yeah, her basement flooded. Her internet went out, and she's not sure.
Oh, that sucks. Let's see. Mother Earth Garden Club is in here. Daniel Berry Sports Highlight. Tammy Harder. Glenn at How to Gardens here. Kaylin Strain is here. Dave is here.
I haven't seen Lewis in a while. Where's he been?
I think Lewis was in here on Saturday. He might have slipped in on Monday too, but I know he's working hard in his garden.
Yep, no doubt.
Yeah. If you didn't see his thing, I guess his pear trees, the top half of his pear trees died, and he's got some new growth coming up. The new growth looks like it's coming right out of the side of where the graft was. So I don't know whether that's the grafted stock where it's coming from, or just the root stock. One of the other ones that definitely looks like the root stock. So he may just have to let it grow up a little bit, then graft onto it later. Oh, Minnesota River and the Crow River are flooding. Woohoo! Oh man, yeah, it's So I've had fun the last several days. It's always fun when Danny's over here. Then Aiden comes over and the other grandsons, and they start bickering and stuff, and it's like, anyways. But Danny spent the first night here for over a month because he got in trouble for talking back at home and said, "Okay, you can't sleep at Grandpa's." His mouth hit the floor, so he had to wait a whole month before he could sleep over here. I kept telling him, "You need to be polite to your mom. You start mouthing off to your mom, I'm going to wash your mouth out with soap when you do come over."
Yeah, it's going to be homemade soap, and it won't taste good.
No, it's going to be the dial squirt stuff.
Ew.
Yeah, exactly. I have to make sure he's by the toilet so when he barfs, it goes in the toilet.
It was Life Boy or whatever that from the Christmas Story.
Let me get rid of this over here. So I got other stuff come up here. Yeah. So anyways, so Danny spent the night. He got up he stayed up late last night. He stayed up till about almost 10 o'clock. Well, not wanting to go to bed, wanting to continue to watch Dragon Ball Z. I got the first season, I got the first 5 seasons and on DVD. So he's been watching it, and then he noticed that season 5 has a grown-up Goku on it. He goes, "Who's that?" I go, "Grown-up Goku." Goku grew up because he's been trying to pretend like he's Goku, and so so he was up wanting to see grown-up Goku. When he finally went to bed, the episode he went to bed on, the next one, he goes, it's been 3 years since Goku and da 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 da, and he's getting ready for the tournament. It's like, yeah, okay, so it's growing up Goku on the next one. But he was out here. He got up about 7:45 this morning, and wanted to go watch it. So we watched it for about an hour, and I kept going outside doing some work outside. Then he came outside and got on his scooter and was just having a grand old time. And I was putting together a brand new valve assembly in my shop. I could hear him riding the scooter around. I was out here, heard him holler, Oliver, Aiden, come over. Ask Mom if you can come over. It's okay. I'm like, I didn't say it was okay. Next thing I know, here they are, come running up the driveway and grabbed on their scooters and start riding around. But and then about I guess it was about noon. Megan walked over with Megan didn't walk over with Eli. Danny said it was a little afternoon. Danny wanted to go home. He goes home. 5 minutes later, he comes back with his boonie hat he had left at home the day before, and Eli in hand, and he walks Eli across the street. Eli's the oldest one, but he's got the autism. And Lewis is here. There's Lewis. And Brenda's here, Duncan 1900 Homestead, and Diana too is here. And so, so I had the boys over here for most of the day. I mean, it was probably, I guess it was about 4:30, 5 o'clock when I finally took Eli back. Eli stayed, and the other three went back about 3:30. And he wanted to stay, and Eli by himself is fine. Danny by himself is fine. Aiden gets in the crap. But they, so I was busy with them. I set up the sprinklers for the lawn because all of a sudden all rain disappeared out of the forecast for the next 20 days. And so I was putting sprinklers up and turning them on and stuff. And so I turned them on on 2-hour timers while I was going up and setting the other ones up. When those ended, then I turned the other ones on and moved back over and set some other ones up. So I got about 15 of the oscillating sprinklers I put around the yard, and I lined the perimeter so they go get water from the outside in, and I'll line it from around the walkway around the house going out, and I put some down the middle out there so the others won't reach. But so I was trying to get most of that set up. And
what are you sprinkling? Your lawn?
Yeah, watering the lawn.
That's a good use of water. Just kidding.
Yeah,
you're better off watering lawn at night. It has a chance to absorb in, not evaporate as soon as it hits.
Actually, I was talking to the city guy, and the city maintenance guy. He goes, water during the day because it's cheaper for us. Because if everybody waters at night, it's just enough to make that 30 horsepower motor kick on. Whereas since everybody's using, it's already on during the daytime because a quarter of the people are already watering and everybody's using showers, cooking, everything else. It kicks on anyways. So it's already on and running. You might as well use it. Here she is. It's CB at Hugo Homestead. All right, let's hop over to the news. Got some interesting smoke and mirrors popping up. I got some interesting things coming up here. I got two from the Epic Times newsroom. First one came in back on the 14th, and it was breaking news. Supreme Court rules 6-3 on the bump stock ban. Basically said, no, ATF, you can't ban the bump stock.
You can't.
Slap.
You can't make laws. Sorry.
No. So you can't make rules like that.
Yeah.
Because they're ATF rules. Yeah, someone took them to court and they got slapped. Yeah, California, which is in a horrendous debt situation right now because of the great nuisance. We put all the state employees on 32-hour work week, so we got a whole bunch of extra money, so we do all sorts of other stuff. And they gave more money away than what they were saving. And basically, they're trying to pay off bills for people that for 4 million people or 4 million accounts that because of all the rules and regulations that slapped on everybody in the winter, spring of 2020, and people losing jobs and stuff like that and couldn't pay their water bills and stuff. So they're just saying, all right, you don't have to worry about. It's like he's pulling a Biden with the
student loans.
Student loans, exactly. All right, we're washing them away. You don't have to worry about them. Yeah. This next one, I didn't go into it. The headline is California city ranks worst in the country for staycations. And this is from Wallet Hub. And what I didn't look into, so I don't know which city is the second one says the best and worst places. But so the best places they're talking all about it, and saying that it's numbers, but not saying. San Diego ranked 7th overall, and claimed the best spot in California. San Francisco ranked 24th, LA ranked 45th, and Sacramento's ranked 46th. Orlando, Florida took the top spot, followed by Honolulu, Hawaii, and Cincinnati, Ohio for a staycation.
Cincinnati? Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe the Cubs will win. I don't know.
I'm at WKRP in Cincinnati.
They're going for the turkey drop.
Yeah. And okay, now they're all right. They had the false leader of the worst places, and they don't even list the worst places. They just
they don't want to advertise how bad they really are.
Yeah. All right. So let me go back here. All right. California families spend less time together than the national average.
They have families there?
They got family plans for the phone.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. So I'm not even going to delve in that anymore, but you can just imagine why California families spend less time together than the national average with all the distraction crap there. All right, Savage Lee's in the house. Who else did I miss? Scroll back up here. So I got Dave. Okay, that's everybody. So Savage Lee just came in.
Yeah. Wait,
and you know what's so funny about that? Wild turkeys fly. Boy, do wild turkeys fly.
They don't fly very high, but they can fly far.
Oh, they can fly high. They can, high, well, comparative. They can get 150 feet up into a tree.
And
all right. Yeah, and of course, Les Nessman going, "Oh, the humanity." He's doing his take on the Zeppelin. The Zeppelin thing. And Butch Graves is here. All right, next one here. All right, and they're continuing Ross, CFEC stores closures. But what's interesting about this headline, it says Ross CFEC closures plus condemned house sold for $7 $700,000 in
Because they wanted the
California.
property, not the house.
Actually, what they're planning on doing is gutting it out.
Oh, yeah.
I guess it was having sewer, water, and electrical problems. So they're just going to gut it out. And because if they tear it down, there is a huge stack of fees because they got to pay a demolition fee to take it to the ground. Then they got to pay all the new housing fees. Where if they just remodel, they don't have the demolition fee. They don't have the new house fee. They don't have all these other ones. Oh yeah, because then they also have to do new hookups on when they tear it down. They got to do total new sewer hookup, new utilities hookup, everything. So they're gutting it out. But $700,000 for a house they know they got to gut out.
That's right. They'll sell it for $1.8 million.
Probably. Another one from the Epic Times newsroom. This is another smoke and mirrors here. Justin Timberlake arrested for drunk driving.
Yeah, I saw that. Really? Wait, who? Who's that?
You know, from the new Mickey Mouse Club.
Am I supposed to care?
No. But I'm saying that's what hey, it's breaking news. I said that ain't breaking news. That's just a celebrity acting normal. Tuesday, the headline was for the San Francisco Bay Area. Air quality alert issued across Bay Area due to wildfire smoke. Then the next day, increased air quality alert issued across the Bay Area due to wildfire smoke. It's that season, guys. And as soon as the winds change just right and all that smoke starts heading east, the last time they had a real big fire season when Santa Rosa burnt and some of the other cities burnt, the smoke was reaching to Minnesota and beyond. Looking at the Joseph Moore's in the house. Okay. All right. So the latest one here, I'm going to open this one up so I can show the picture. All right. This is a historical one here. So let's see if I can get up here, see if I can kill these ads on the side here. It's not going to let me kill them. All right. So Grateful Dead house for sale in Bay Area priced at $2.7 million. The 106-year-old home where Jerry Garcia named the Grateful Dead is on the market. And that's the house there. Home was built in 1918. And most of its original design elements, with some modern upgrades like new roof, renovated kitchen, electric vehicle charging station. But this is in Palo Alto. Okay,
does it still smell like marijuana though? That would be a huge selling point.
I'm keeping my mouth closed. But for those of you that are Grateful Dead fans, if you want a piece of Grateful Dead history, $2.7 million for it. And they got some photos out there so you can do it. Yeah. So anyways, that takes care of that. That's the news. Wow. A lot of distraction, wasn't it?
Did you hear what happened with about 90% of the automotive dealerships in the United States today? The computer system that most of them use, and I forget the name of it. I pulled it up earlier. A friend of mine called me and said, yep, I'll be out of work for at least a week, maybe more. It's just, they use one computer system for work orders, parts department, billing, payroll, new car sales, everything. And it got hacked or something. I'll have to pull. Just put it, if you just look up Ford dealership computer systems and then click on news. I think it's ATS system or some system. Earlier today, it was barely there. I'm sure it's all over the place now.
Computer outage. Yeah, car dealership computer outage. Car dealership computers down. So let's take a look at outage.
Yeah, I think it's Ford, GM, and a couple other ones. I forget the name of the system.
Yeah. CDK.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Global. I wonder where they're based out of. Not here.
Yeah. Yeah, it's on CNN, it's on CBS, it's on Forbes, it's on The Verge, bunch of other ones and stuff. Yeah, so it's all over. How many dealerships are affected by the cyber attack? Oh, about 15,000, it says.
Oh yeah, like 80%.
Yeah.
Any dealerships that are still on ADP, they're fine. It's the ones that all jumped ship and went to this newest, latest, greatest, cheaper system that's controlled by some foreign country. Yeah.
Well, I got a bit of sad news here. I'm going to jump over to the Facebook memes, but I got a little bit of sad news here, folks. Today, the man, the myth, passed away.
Nah.
And this is the movie I first fell in love with his acting.
Not Hogan's Heroes.
Kelly's
30 Dozen. Kelly's Heroes.
Yeah,
that's right.
Of Donald Sutherland as Oddball. Roof, roof. That's my dog imitation. Roof, roof. That's my other dog imitation. But this is one of the quotes that is popping up from that movie for him. Crazy. I mean, like so many positive waves. Maybe we can't lose. You're on. And the opposite one is Moriarty, knock it off of all them negative waves.
I guess there won't be any more body snatching going on this week. You remember that movie, Body Snatchers?
Oh, Invasion of the Body Snatchers?
Yep.
Well, also there's no more Hunger Games with him in it in flashbacks.
Oh, that's right. I forgot he was the dying old guy on that one.
Yeah. Yeah. Silver's over $30 an ounce. That's something. Yeah. Economic Ninja's been talking about that for the last week and a half, saying, "Hey, it's going to go nuts. It's going to go nuts. It's going to go nuts. It's going nuts." All right, let's look at some other memes here. This one, I just laughed my butt off.
I love that one.
Suspect, hey, coming out. Officer, okay, we're sending in the werewolf. Wait, what? Look at that, guys. Look at that. I'm going to blow up that dog. Look at the teeth on that dog.
My black shepherd looks just like that, except he chews rocks. All his teeth are level. He's dumb. Yeah.
And the latest from Hazard County.
Oh, I got to send you the one of a road sign with a cow falling off a cliff, and it says, "How many times did this have to happen before they put up a sign?"
And, of course, the job interview. HR, I reviewed your resume, your references. You lied on your resume about graduating top of your class. You lied about when you said you have 3 college degrees. You lied about being a semi-truck driver. In checking your references, not one agreed with you that you never discussed business with your family. Not one agreed about how many jobs you created. Almost all said you are currently lying and are either about the other candidate we are interviewing for this position. I
love that movie.
Yeah, I would love to find one of those. Now it has to be that big. It can be a smaller one, and sneak over to Tesla's thing and stick it on one of their trucks.
What was the name of that movie?
Oh, shoot.
I love that. Actually, my favorite.
What Machine's voice
vehicle was the little army jeep running around with a machine gun shooting at everybody.
Yeah. Oh, what was I can't having I was thinking about it before you asked me what it was. So you asked me Morena. Maximum Overdrive.
That was such a B-rated, hysterical, cool movie.
Yeah. I expected to make a comeback here now. But the first time they have a electric truck go schizo, the movie's going to make the return. Thank you for this one. Mark shared this one with me. Remember, only you can prevent your state from becoming California. And I don't know if I shared this one before or not.
Yeah, a few times, but it's still relevant.
All right, this one here. Cats tend to meow only at humans, very rarely other cats. There's a strong chance that meow means come hither, slut. And of course, the two biggest things that led to the creation of our nation are the two biggest things the wing nuts want to get rid of. Yeah, I like this one. Growing your own food is like printing your own money. Oh, yeah. I sent this one to Joe and Courtney.
Oh, my God. I never saw that, molasses.
What'd they do with the rest of the mole? The reason why I sent it to Courtney and Joe, because they're part of the poop troop. And the big thing we were always talking about was where does artificial vanilla come from? Beaver butt juice. Oh, it was a comment that triggered the artificial intelligence in the vehicles.
Oh, that's right.
Let's see. Is anything else after that? We can only hope for this one, folks. We can only hope for this one. Here's how we fix America. I had to share this one. I will hit you so hard that words describing their impact will appear out of thin air. Pow! Boof!
You should let your grandkids watch old Batman reruns.
Okay, hang on. I got to share this. I got this one zoomed up here so it's in the right spot so we can look at it. We are not going to make it, are we? Remove child before washing.
That's like do not drink contents in a battery.
Yeah. Oh man.
So did you get your rain catchment system done, but now it's not raining?
I got the first tank all hooked up. I am and so it can hold 275 gallons of water. I got the other 4 tanks sitting in line. I got the connecting cam locks. I ordered 5 threaded 3/4 inch ball valves to put on. I double checked it. I said I went and sent it, and then I got an order confirmation. Says and it said to have the threaded on it. Then the day before it was supposed to be delivered, I get one that says this will be delivered tomorrow. I'm looking at it, says slip instead of threaded. They changed the description on it.
Nice. So
I had to cancel that and order some more. And they won't be here for another 2 days. As soon as I have those the ball valves, they go on to the cam locks that go onto the IBC tanks totes. So that goes on, and then I have my adapters that goes from 3/4 inch iron pipe to 3/4 inch male garden hose, male both sides. I just screw that in there and hook my hoses up, and I connect all of them together. And then when it starts raining, I just have them all open, but the hose going out to be used is turned off. That way they'll all fill up evenly.
Do you have them vented?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, because I had a friend that's like, I hooked all these 55-gallon drums up, and it rained, and I had it all hooked up with everything for the rain barrel, and none of them filled up. I'm like, did you vent it? What? I'm like, oh, the air's got to go somewhere, buddy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's yeah. Hey, Tom Mike, how's it going? Oh, you're lurking only. Okay. Yeah, so I got a lot. I got more stuff done here. Tomorrow, I do not have any of the grandkids tomorrow. Yay! Until well afternoon, and so I can get a bunch more yard work done, finish getting all the grass mowed, and get all the rest of the sprinklers hooked up tomorrow, so that I can actually water the lawn and get it lush and green, so the grandkids can play on it. I just wish that the wife would let me rototill half of it under into a garden. Well, that'll probably happen once she's up here, and she wants to plant more stuff, and she doesn't want to have to go across the street to do the big gardening, and she wants to just do it here.
I think Saturday, I got Saturday, Sunday. I took Monday off. Saturday, I'm gonna put my hand pump well in at the cabin. It's been sitting out there for over a year, and I got a post hole digger with a small auger for the tractor, and it's too big for the tractor. So when I go forward, it's dragging on the ground. It's not off the ground, but
right.
I just got to make sure I don't go too fast, because it almost screwed itself in once, and once it does that, you ain't getting it back out again, because the whole front of the tractor comes off the ground.
One of the interesting things is, years ago, and I'm talking, all right.
I don't have a reverse on my PTO.
Yeah, I had a small John Deere that had a reverse on the PTO.
Yeah, there's a reason for that. So you don't screw yourself into the ground like a giant, auger.
My Coyote does not have a reverse on it. I'm seriously thinking about having to sit down with the wife and having all the notes and lay it all out and say, all right, before you made me buy this cheap one, we need this one here. We can still keep the cheap one for the garden type stuff, but for the regular maintenance stuff and moving the big stuff around, we need a bigger tractor. Now I want to make sure that when we do, I want to make sure that the tractor we get comes with a reverse on the PTO, and it comes with the quick change bucket on the front.
Oh, I got the quick change bucket.
Yeah.
I got to change that. I got to take the grapple off, put the bucket on, so I can take a 55-gallon drum down to the stream, pump water into it, because I'm probably going to not just do a dry hammering of the well point. I'm going to use water down in there to soften it up a little bit, so it can, you can turn it into a slurry, and it goes down a whole lot easier. I'll just have to put a little bleach or something in the water so I don't contaminate what's in there.
Yeah. Yeah, as far as putting in a well and stuff goes, I've seen several of the quote. It's called a sand point.
Yeah, that's what I got.
Yeah, and so you're kind of supposed to drive that in until you hit water. But I'd rather have a use the old fashioned where you got the 4-inch or the 6-inch or the 8-inch cup thing where it screws down into it. And you pick it up and brings the dirt out. It's not a whole
yeah,
lot.
I got one. Post hole digger, but you can only go down 6 feet with that. Oh, you got longer handles or something for it?
If you have the good ones, about 2 feet up has a pipe coupler on it, and at the top it has a pipe coupler right before the T for the handle. So you can unscrew that T and you put on another 3-foot section of pipe. Put that on there and you just keep on going. You just lift it out and shake it off and go down in until that gets down close to the ground. You put another 3-foot section on it.
Oh, it's like an auger type. It's not not the standard where you have to push the handles apart to squeeze the dirt.
No. It's a turn.
It's an auger. Okay.
But it's not an auger. It goes all the way up. It's just a cutting edge is all it is.
Right. Oh yeah, it's like a cylinder with a cutting edge on it. I see.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's see. Let's see if this one comes up here. It's been popping up a lot of my. There it is. Yeah. This is the first video, one of the first videos I watched on YouTube to learn how to do something. How to dig a shallow well. And that was one of the first ones I think that's the guy, it's the old guy. But I'm gonna see if I can do it without it kicking in. And there's the edge for it.
Yeah, I don't think I have to go down very far because literally water level of the top of the stream when it's low is only about 10 feet. So all the neighbors said, they're like, yeah, you don't have to dig very far to hit water there, buddy. Bottom of my field is always wet because the whole valley drains into my property.
I'm going to go through and stop. So see, he's already added some length onto it.
Oh, I did see that one.
Yeah. And let me see if I can catch where he's actually doing the, that was. See if I can stop it just right. There we go. So you can see that's the part that it has the thing on it, just screws down in there.
Right.
But yeah. Unfortunately here, that won't work because I'll go down about 4.5 feet and I'll hit riverbed. There'll be nice gray or nice brown sand, some nice coarse sand,
and rocks,
and then thousands of these rocks about that big, and then there's a big cobble, and yeah, you ain't digging into that normal. Yeah. Josh is here. Hey, Skinner Farms.
I'm gonna find out because I'm in the valley, so you never know. River might have been there too, and then again, bedrock may only be about 6 feet down, so all the water's running down the bedrock, which is why it's always cool down by the cabin. It'd be 95 up in the field in the middle of the day, and down at the cabin in the air, it's like 85, and in the cabin it stays nice and cool, like 70.
Yeah, there's I got to pay more attention to the side chat now. Oh shoot, I forgot to pin it. All right, try this again. There's the link.
You pinned it earlier. I grabbed it.
No, I didn't pin it.
Oh, you just posted it.
I just posted it. Now it's pinned. So anybody coming in will see the link there. But yeah, it's my garden's, I discovered I had a problem in my garden out there. Besides my daughter's rabbits, which they decided to let free range, and they decided, we're going to go across the street. I've been chasing them out in the morning, but evidently the straw I bought, I asked the guy specifically, all right, does this have grazon on it? Or I listed off several of the things. He goes, nope. It's 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 straw hay with mix. You got a little alfalfa in there. You got a little this. You got a little that. That's why we don't do it. Well, a friend of my daughter's had given her last year, no, a year and a half ago, a bunch of bales after Halloween, small bales of straw that she picked up, and the straw. I'm suspecting it was those had some grazon in it, because around all the butternut squash I put in, I brought the straw up and mounted it up the way the wind was blowing to help protect the plant a little bit. And about half the plants went, well, not about a third of the plants went, another third went, wait a minute, there was a nice healthy plant here yesterday, and then I noticed rabbit diggings next to it. So the rabbits came in and ate the healthy ones. They're avoiding the ones that are barely hanging on. And so for the last 3 days, I've been raking all the straw out of the garden and moving it elsewhere. And I'm going to take it by the wheelbarrow load full over to the burn barrel and burn it, because the heat will destroy the grazon.
What is it?
Grazon.
What is that?
Grazon.
Is that a weed?
No, it's a herbicide.
Oh, geez.
It affects broadleaf plants. I'm not sure if it was it Glenn, were you the one that did the one trying to grow tomatoes in a bale of hay, and it turned out that bale had grazon in it? If Glenn's still here, how to garden. I think he did a video on that. Someone did a video on it, and the plants came up and went, and because broadleaf plants, and that's what this affects, is broadleaf plants. Donald Sutherland.
I think he was for like a couple episodes.
No. He was in the movie, not the TV series.
That's right.
He played did he play Trapper John? Hang on, I gotta look this up now, guys. But anyway, so I've been cleaning all the straw out, got it all out, got it away from been pulling it away from the plants. The plants have started improving because the water, when I'm watering, is not going through the straw, washing the grazon out into the soil right around the around the things. Okay, Elliot Gould's in there. Yes, Donald Sutherland was Hawkeye Pierce. Elliot Gould was Trapper John. And of course, Radar O'Reilly was played by Gary Burtnigoff in both.
Yeah,
he was the only one that transferred over. Yeah, let me see if I can find it here on it for you guys. And so, if you're buying from your local nursery and stuff, alfalfa to put out there, you need to make sure whether or not it's you have research. Hey, was this sprayed with grazon? Because if it was, we don't want it. If you say no, it turns out it is, we will be suing you. All right.
Well, how do you think they make the entire field of alfalfa turn brown at the same time so they can bale it up? They spray it.
Yeah. But the thing is that actually they harvest it green. They cut it green, and then they let it lay, and then they rake it up into the rows and lay a little bit more, and then they bale it. Okay, so grazon, 2 gallons, $125.
Jeez.
Yeah. This other one is $145. On Amazon, you can get it for $141. This stuff will kill your garden faster than you can say, oh, I want to dump 5 gallons of Roundup on it.
Yeah, all the farm stores around here are having specials on Roundup now. I'm like, oh, people, please stop. Please stop dumping that crap everywhere.
I would love to. I know the dairy here is very particular about getting stuff without Grazon in it for their cows, because they know someone's pointed out to them years ago it's showing up in the milk.
Oh yeah, duh.
Yeah, and so okay. Yeah. It comes through the manure after the cows have grazed on the hay, and it takes a couple years to wash out of the garden soil once you have it in there, at least 2 years. And Josh says he rakes his twice before he bales it. It's about a 4 or 5 day deal. Yeah, and it shows up in human breast milk because they're eating stuff that comes from it. Yeah. Anyways. All right, Mike, you got lucky. But there are several farmers around here that are pushing to get rid of it. Unfortunately, the county commissioners refuse to ban it in the county, and they need to. And if we can get them to ban it in our county, then Bonneville County to the north of us will ban it, and then Bannock County to the south of us will ban it as well. Or any one of them, once one of them bans it, other neighboring counties will ban it as well, because once it's banned in a county, people will go to buy the alfalfa and the hay from that county rather than their own county, because they know, hey, this county is safe. And one of the things is, I think, is that a problem is that the manure bags of manure in Home Depot and Lowe's is Cowgirl dairy manure, and the company is headquarters over by Boise. And I have a feeling that a lot of people had problems with their manure last year too.
I know a lot of people were having problems. I know you've never heard of it, but Black Cow, it's a yellow bag out here on the East Coast. A lot of people were having problems with that last year.
Yeah.
And in terms of like it wasn't fully composted. It still smelled like ammonia and other problems with it. And they've been around for a long time out here.
Yeah. Well, now if it still smells a little bit about a little bit like ammonia and stuff like that, unless you're putting it on the plants directly, and you know, if you're going to till that in, that'll take care of some of that problem when you till it in.
Right.
Interesting thing is, if it smells a little bit about like ammonia when you put it down and you till it in, the worms are going to come from everywhere because they know the smell of ammonia.
Huh.
And they will compost stuff quicker.
Oh, that picture of the that 35% vinegar I bought the other day. I bought 2 gallons of it. I sprayed it on Sunday, and I went up there last night to water the garden, and that everything's dead.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, wow. All I did was I didn't add water to it because it's only a 1 gallon spray bottle sprayer. I did that, and I put in probably, I don't know, 1/8 of a cup of Dawn, or maybe a little more. So it's blue, but oh my God. I'm like, yeah, this is great. I love it. I'll keep using it. I'm good. And I don't think that stuff's going to come back anytime soon either.
Brian, the county, the city guy was over. Was brush hogging around today, and he had his little walk behind string trimmer like my brush hog, but I think his was it was all black. I can't remember the brand, but he was brush hogging, and then when he got to the fire hydrants, he would lower the front bucket down and pull that string trimmer off and go all around the
hydrant,
the fire hydrant and fence posts and stuff like that. And he stopped and we chit chatted for a while. I showed him where I needed to get the thing to raise up the meter cover, and we talked for a bit about that, what it's going to need to do for it. And he said, when it comes time when he's going to do it, he'd make sure that I'm here, and he'd bring over the backhoe and you dig out all around it, because it's going to need a lot of excavation around it to bring everything to get down to basically it's like a metal casting about this big, goes down about that far, and then has a wide flange on it, sits on a 24-inch polypropylene pipe, stovepipe pipe thing on there that he can add. He needs to add pull the metal off, put a spacer on or an extension on there, put the metal one back on top, and then we backfill around it. And so we're talking about took him into the shop and showed him one of the gallon jugs of the 45%, and I showed him, this is where I sprayed it. See all that bubbling there? That's the vinegar reacting with the alkali in the soil. He goes, holy crap. I thought, there's where I sprayed it on the Morning Glory 2 weeks ago, and it hasn't come back. There's where I sprayed it on the Morning Glory a month ago, and it hasn't come back.
I think the only thing I didn't like was every time I got downwind of it, that hurt my nose to smell that vinegar.
Oh, yeah.
That was brutal. My dog ran away.
Yeah. Hang on, let's see what here. Is that all year, Brenda? What? Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. So that's one of the things is once the wife gets up here, we are going to set up our own rabbit cages and stuff where we can harvest all the manure and stuff and everything, and the rabbits are protected. And if my daughter wants to eat the rabbits, they can eat the rabbits. But we want the manure from them. Okay. I just forgot his name. The Green Wizard. Dang, its name is on the tip of my tongue. Ron. Ron the Green Wizard says in his book and in his videos and stuff, if you have some ammonia and you need to draw worms in, and you've got freshly tilled soil or whatever, or you got, all the weeds are gone, or you're killing the weeds off, spray a little ammonia out there. And when you dump your compost stuff in there, it'll just bring the worms. Goat manure is good too. This is interesting. We're talking gardening here now because Saturday, I'll make sure it's this Saturday. Let me grab the schedule. This Saturday is chickens for preppers, and the following Saturday is rabbits for preppers.
How come a conversation always turns to crap?
Oh. No, I'm not going to put it out there. I don't want to get dinged on it. Some people get dinged on it. So, there is a song out there. I know Courtney sampled it. Ginger Ninja put it out. Found it and put it out in a video and stuff. It's hilarious. It's called Everybody Poops. It is absolutely hilarious. And if I can pull the soundtrack from it, so I could just play the soundtrack, it'd be, because the soundtrack's copyright free. All right. Let's see. Other fun stuff. Yeah, so I got a bunch, hopefully I'll get a bunch more work done tomorrow. And then I got to, now there's no rain for the next 20 days, I'm going to unearth my wood chipper, and start feeding all the dead branches and stuff from some of the branches that blew off the trees out here in the back that I want to get rid of. And so I'm going to run all those through there, and then got a bunch of lilac branches across the street. Going to grab it with the tractor and bring it over here and start running that through. When I have all that wood chip, that'll all go in the garden. I'll go down nice and thick in the garden. Yeah, I gotta get a lot more. If I with all the trees and branches I gotta cut up, I can get a lot of wood chip. I should be able to cover with what going to take down this year. I should be able to cover the garden with about that much of wood chips, and these are small wood chips, and just cover it all, and I'll keep all the weeds down. Because where I put it down heavy last year, I had hardly any weeds coming up until about a month or two ago. And if weeds finally started working through it as all winter long, the stuff has been breaking down. Yeah. But I also have now a dead pine tree across the street I got to take down and run through the chipper shredder too. And that will help the pine chips will help lower the pH level, increase the acidity, and get it closer to 7 from the 9 or 9.5 that the soil is. See if I can find this here.
What are you looking up? Everybody poops.
Okay. Let me see if I can do this. Okay, let me see. Stop sharing. Present. Share screen. Share screen. TTT. Okay, there it is. Ginger Ninja, Death and Taxes, Everybody Poops. But it should hopefully.
Oh dear. Okay.
Can you hear that?
Yep.
The Pope takes a poop and the President too, and the fancy Grand Spanker in his three-piece suit. The big fat general and all of his troops. The truth of the matter is everybody poops. The famous brain surgeon has to leave his lump, and the high-priced model has to stop for a dump. But can the sides of Canada can't spray away the truth? Cause even if they don't admit it, everybody poops. Everybody poops. Everybody poops. Sure things number more than 2. Death and taxes and everybody poops. Some days it's easy, other days it's hard. But if your system's working, thank your lucky stars. Nobody talks about it, not a word is said. If you're not pooping, then it means you're probably dead. The destitute and homeless have to do it, it's true. But even all the wealthy people gotta make do. And if you live long enough, it's happening to you. Sooner or later, everybody poops. Everybody poops. Everybody poops. Sure things number more than 2. Death and taxes and everybody poops.
There's the link to it, guys.
Death and taxes and everybody poops. Death and taxes and everybody poops. Doop-a-doop.
That brings back such a memory for me, because my father's father was from Canada, but he was such an advocate for the Queen, and my father would never fail to bring up, the Queen sits on the toilet and takes a dump every now and then too. He would lose his mind picturing the Queen sitting on the throne and wiping her butt. Sorry, that just came out of nowhere, because that just, yeah, that was funny.
Well, you talked to Uncle Al. She said the Queen used to sit on a bidet.
Sure. Still had the poop.
Yeah. Yeah. And of course we have I'll get back up here. There it is. Skinner Farms is a member. Woo-hoo-hoo. But yeah, I put the link. There's the link for it. And it's Ginger Ninja, Courtney's #1 fan. And she put that out. She found it. She put that. There is a hilarious slideshow. You're going to be laughing more at the pictures than you are the song. The second time you go through, because you already hear the song, so you're looking at the pictures now. It's just absolutely crazy. Happy Mac, how's it going? The most Canadian song I've ever heard. But yeah, and of course, Courtney's core group is called the Poop Troop. I wish I'd thought of that first. 3 more books by the author. Go back up here, and that was The Wonky Donkey. I gotta look this up.
Most Canadian song I've ever heard.
The Wonky Donkey by Craig Smith. Oh, there are 5 books now in it. In the Wonky Donkey set. $32 on Amazon. Or you can get one for $8 on at Wally World. So let's see. Okay, so there was the 4-book set. There's now the 5-book set, new release. Where is the world's largest pit toilet at? No clue? Or did you go away?
Where's the largest pit toilet at?
The world's largest pit toilet.
DC?
Uh-huh. Because, hey, it's built on a swamp, and that's what they were pumping it all to. There's a video on YouTube of the Wonky Donkey. Well, you got a wrench, so you can post it. The link. Oh, man.
I personally prefer Charlie the Unicorn from the early YouTube days of, 16 years ago. My daughter made me watch that. I'm like, oh my God, that was funny.
My grandson, Eli, it's been a couple of years now, but every now and then if I put it on, bring it up and put it on, he's zoned in on it. They used to play it in school for the kids with disabilities would all watch it. It's Pete the Cat, and there are several of them. They'd zone in on that, and the other one was the Singing Walrus songs. They would all on it. Absolutely. They're educational and stuff. And actually, the singing walrus ones is what got all my grandsons to count up to 100, before they were in kindergarten. Be able to count up, they do counting by ones, counting by fives, counting by tens, and it's then the music. All right, there's the wonky donkey. I have to see if I can save that over on. So unfortunately, I can't pull it off of StreamYard, but I can pull it off of on the other side here. But look here. I can't play it for you guys, but I can. And it's got an ad on it.
Of course it does.
That's a long ad. That's a 3.5 minute ad on that video. Okay. It's got a grandma reading the book to the little infant. Okay, I'll watch that later.
I was looking at my Charlie the Unicorn one from Film Cow. It was 16 years ago, has 42 million views on it. And it just keeps going.
Okay, yeah. So feel good video there, folks. Oh man, but yeah, I am so friggin' bone tired working out because today when I had Danny with me before the other boys came over, we were out. Danny was outside helping. Danny likes to help me outside. He likes to pick up the sticks for me. He likes to pick up the rocks that get kicked by the other boys out onto the lawn. And so we were out there doing a lot of stuff today, and yeah. But I am bone tired.
He gets tired, and you get exercise. And now you're tired.
You got that backwards.
Both and both.
Yeah, both and both.
He got tired and got exercise. You got tired and got exercise.
Yeah. So let's go here. And so coming up tomorrow on Camp Patton Family Compound it's the first full day of summer. I believe today kicked off summer today. So yeah, that was at 2:50 p.m. Mountain Time. Today was the summer solstice. So anyway, so we're gonna be talking gardening over there and heat and unusual weather and how it's affecting the gardens and stuff like that. So that's what it's going to be, kind of an open chat tomorrow over there on Friday night on the homestead. Saturday is chickens for preppers. We're going to talk about why preppers should think about raising chickens if they can, if not, if they do quail, if they're in an apartment, or other type of birds that give eggs and meat that they may be interested in doing. Monday is going to be canning science with Tammy and Mark. Tammy will be back from Ohio.
Can't wait to hear about that.
And I've been watching videos on it. And Courtney actually did an interview with Tammy and the other canner that was there, who has her own books out as well.
Oh, cool.
And they were both just off each other, feeding off each other. It's like, okay, I want to sit down for 10 hours with these two. Tuesday here on Grayman Prepping for Tactical Tuesday, how broken is the all-knowing AI? And that was recommended by somebody. And so that's what's coming up here for the next week. And I tried something. I don't know if anybody noticed it. I tried something on Tuesday. No, Tuesday. Yeah, on Tuesday. I was loading up the video for your prep for today video for Wednesday, and I was doing the loading it up and scheduling it, and I hit the wrong button. I said, and I saw it started going. I go, I'll leave it, just see what happens. And the button I hit was it says member to public. And so what it did is it published it as a members own or members first video on Tuesday, and then yesterday it at 8:45 in the morning it went public. So there was about 8 people that had watched it early because I hit the wrong button. So I may be doing that on some of my other videos. Or I do around the yard here and do videos and stuff with the boys. I may go ahead and just load that up as members only first for a day or two before it loads up for everybody else, so members get a little bonus on it. Yeah, Kaylin was one of the ones, the first one that commented on it as a member. And Howie's in here. Woohoo! And so, tomorrow we're just going to be talking a little bit of gardening, weather, and how it's affecting everybody. It'll be the first day of summer, first full day of summer. And then Saturday, we're going to talk about chickens for preppers. And then next Friday is a homemade leavened flatbread. And also unleavened bread, too. So we're going to talk about some of those things. And so we got a bunch of fun stuff coming up here. And in a week from Monday, Mark's going to be the spotlight with freeze drying science.
Oh crap! I better study. Damn it.
Yeah. And one of the questions for that, I'm going to give you a hint right now. One of the questions is that freeze drying frozen vegetables.
Sort of.
Yeah. Well, there was someone was asking. Had sent the question: if I get it on sale at Sam's Club or Costco, or even Wally World or something where they got the frozen vegetables on super cheap, because
but we'll talk about it. We'll save that for Monday.
We'll save that for not this Monday, but the following Monday.
Yeah, the following Monday.
So that's something to look for then. Next Friday, my wife will turn water into rocks. Okay, if your wife's turning water into rocks, what's your mother-in-law doing?
You had to ask.
I had to ask.
Turning rocks into gravel.
Members only. I got rid of my jacket years ago.
Jeez.
I got that one.
So I say my grandmother was so tough, she used to knit barbed wire out of steel wool with a pair of crowbars. Mother-in-law throws the rocks at me. Okay, well, there you go.
All right, Kaylin does dehydrating frozen vegetables.
That's dehydrating. I've done that too.
Yeah. Oh, then his mother-in-law throws the rocks at him. All right, folks. So that's what's coming up here. Thank you all for coming in. Wait a minute. No, I'm going to do it on Tuesday. So on Tuesday, no, I'm going to do it Saturday. Remind me on Saturday, everybody. I got 5 more memberships to give away on Saturday. So give me a reminder on Saturday to see if it still works. Let me take a look-see at it here. Yeah, I'll have 5 more to give away on Saturday. It's up again, so I can do that. So hopefully I'll see you all, bros. See you over on Camp Pat and Family Compound tomorrow at 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific. Figure out your time zones in between. And for Camp Pat and Family Compound and first full day of summer. All right. See y'all later, folks.
Have a good night.